Greetings! Welcome to the Jet Show on a Wednesday evening. It's time for some GG. We love a GG. GeoGuessr on a Wednesday night. A very positive good evening, exactly, Mr. Harmstone. Welcome on in, everyone. How are we all doing? It's been a very lazy day for me. Not deliberately, just every time I tried to do something, I was like, no. I don't think I will, actually. I don't think I will. And so I didn't. I did clean a bit, and I did sort out some, financy stuff, and decided to drop some subscription services and get some other things on and all that kind of stuff. But generally, on the grand, larger scheme, I've done nout. Which is good, I suppose, considering my ankle is positively shagged still, and if I kind of leave it for more than about a minute, it seizes up again. But there is something about being in this chair where I am that is really nice for my ankle, because when I came off the main roster yesterday, I was like, oh, my ankle feels good, and then I went and carried on with life afterwards. And I was like, no, it's still screwed. So why am I dumb? Good question. Now, when I described what was wrong with my ankle, I did so in relation to the fact that I had previously broken my leg, and I have various bits of metal in there and screws and all that kind of stuff. And I thought that the pain that I was feeling in my ankle was in the same place as where the metal rod is joined to my bone by a screw at my ankle. But in actually remembering where everything is and looking at where the scar is on my leg, it's not. It's on the complete other side of my leg. It's in the side completely opposite. It is completely opposite where the screw is. But clearly it's nothing to do with screws getting in the way or, weakness because there's a screw there or anything like that. So I've no idea what I've done. I have no idea what I've done. But if I can actually get my leg up on... probably can't see it, but right there is a scar where they screwed it in there, and I've got another one up here, and I can actually feel this screw sticking out of my knee, because it's more likely to get better and not need refitting. So it turns out, no, it can't be anything to do with the screw and the metal plate, because it's on the other side of my leg. But it's at that point of my ankle where it hurts, and it's like touch sensitive there. So either I've, chipped it, or... I don't think it's a bone thing, though. I think it's muscular. I think it's something to do with the tendons, because it hurts more in certain positions than others. Like, if I keep my leg... if this is my foot, if I keep my foot kind of bent like that, like I'm on tiptoes, it doesn't hurt. It's only if I'm, it's not even flat-footed. If my foot is bent back in a kind of normal foot position, that's when it hurts. And it is swollen. It's definitely swollen. I don't know. I'm just going to not do anything with it for a while. Let it get better, and then get back to the running afterwards. But that probably means that the Positivity 5K is not going to happen in July. It'll probably happen beginning of August now. I'm still going to do it. It's still going to be for mind, but I don't think pushing it at the moment is a good idea. So I'll do it in the beginning of August, and it will all be fine. It will all be the same. Damn, Zanaki, stealing the star. How is the leaderboard looking? Let's have a little touch of the button. Of course, Mr. Harmstone still leads with 3,199. Tamsin in second, 1,221. Duff 1,075. Reese 847. He's on the way up. And after the Battle Royal victory yesterday, my main roster co-host Dan, the Fiend, let me in. It's on 600. I will shout, "Go on, Jez," whenever is required. Okay, well, stand by. And I will let you know when that time comes. But probably not in July. We will see. We'll see how healing goes. Run J-E-Z. You know it, bro. You know it. But yes, you go eat things. Enjoy the lurk. I only ate very, very recently. It's been a bit of a late day. Karis worked late. Didn't get home until about 20 past, 7:30. So that was when I started cooking. And then we ate very quickly. And now I'm here, ready to look at the world under the eyes of GeoGuessr and try and guess where we are. Now, I'm thinking today, and we'll just jump into it here. I'm thinking today, either another world, like we did last week, or maybe either a European Union or a United States. I might even put it up to a vote. You know? That's kind of how I'm feeling. Or we could just, do a UK one, get one out quick. Why is this small? What's going on? Oh, I pressed crosswords instead of GeoGuessr, that's why. I pressed the wrong thing. I'm like, why can we see my background? Because I pressed the wrong button. That's fine. I don't mind when things are explainable, but when it's inexplicable, that's when I take exception to things. You say world? Yeah, I'm thinking, I don't know, we did world last week. It was hella hard. Now, I'm not anticipating the European Union or the United States being any easier, but it was fun. It was fun. Yeah. We'll see how things go after I've finished my preamble and opening chat. But if there's only the handful of us that are here, I think maybe a United Kingdom one to get warmed up and see if more people show is going to be the best course of action. Because things are quiet on Twitch across the board now that it's the summer months and things are unlocking, which is a phrase that I'm not a big fan of, but it's what the kids are saying. Can't even blame the Euros this week. No, and I don't even think it was the Euros. Well, it was a bit of the Euros last week. But mostly I think it is that people are just finding other things to do now than Twitch in general, to be honest. I think that is the way of the world right now. Because as I look at all the people I'm following, like people who are regularly on, 50, 60, up to 100, down there in the 15s, so it makes me feel, fine that it's not just me. I'm saying a lot tonight. Maybe I should drink every time I say, But it's not just me. It's across the board. So that makes me feel less kind of depressed about it. It's all good. You're here. I'm here. We're going to have fun. I'm going to get lost. People love it when I get lost. Not sure if we're dressing yet, but I think you're in Cole's dressing room. I didn't know GeoGuessr could do that. I love Cole's. Cole's is a good shop. Yeah, I'm going to miss out on my my shopping in the States this year. And I really need some new t-shirts and stuff. Barista, I might have to send some stuff to your house and then get UPS to collect it and bring it to me, okay? Don't know if you can actually hear me right now, or whether you're work lurking. So how is everybody else? We know how I am. I'm generally fine, but my ankle is screwed. It's Wednesday. We're all good. How is everyone else? Yeah, I think the unlocking is getting people out of the house, myself included, tomorrow for the first night in 5 ever. I see what you did there. Not just 4 ever, but 5 ever. It's up-leveled from 4 ever. I ordered a t-shirt from Australia today. Did you? Are you finally getting your Australian Survivor shirt? I'm still stuck in my flat. Yeah, for different reasons, other than the pandemic and stuff. But you'll get there, mate. Don't you worry. You'll get there, especially when it comes towards the end of the month, and we've got all the gang here, and you can come and join us. We'll stick our arm around you. We'll get you drunk. That'll help your anxiety. Helped mine. That's how I got over anxiety. I got drunk. True story. It's not a true story. That was antidepressants. You're busy that Saturday. You are that busy that Saturday, but you're not busy that Thursday, Friday, and Sunday. So you can do things then. Make My Monster Grow, welcome in. I'm overselling cupcakes. Do you know, I don't blame you. I've always thought it must actually be a kind of personal kind of hell to be around cupcakes all day long, even if you love them. Like, there's only so much of one thing that anyone can take, even if it's the greatest thing in the world, like cupcakes can be. So I understand where you're coming from. I mean, I'm open to cupcakes. You know, maybe you can go and go and take his job, and he can have yours. I've asked you like 6 times, Harmstone, and I still can't remember what you do, because every time you say it, I'm like, oh yeah, I still don't really know what that entails. Something to do with something. As little as possible. Ah, same job as me then. I want cupcakes. Curse my eating healthier. You can still have cupcakes on a diet. Well, you can have cupcake on a diet. You just need to manage it in terms of what you eat for the rest of the day. There were days where I was able to, still under like the 1800 calories a day I was having, I was still able to have like a cake here and there. Just really got to manage what you eat for the rest of the day. Portion control. Mostly eat vegetables that are filling, so you don't feel hungry. But I ate a couple of cookies on the weekend for the first time in ages. The sugar crash was insane. Like, they were very sugary. And they were great to eat. They were super tasty. They were made by wife and child, and they were beautiful. But about an hour later, I was like, oh, I'm asleep now. I'm so sleepy. I'm just yeah. See you later. Just in sleep. Which was not helpful when I had to go straight into the effing racing show for the Formula E. So if I appeared tired on Sunday night, that's why. It was a sugar crash. Our cupcakes are 500 calories for one. Yeah. I mean, okay. Not like the super duper kind of massive frosting swirls on the top and sprinkles and all that kind of stuff, and a gooey inside and all that extra kind of cool cupcakes, but just a bog standard kind of thing. Don't know if you've checked MyFitnessPal, but I've been hugely behaving. No, I've stopped recording what I eat every day because I tend to eat the same thing every day. So I'm fed up of putting the same thing in every day and being told, yes, you're within your calories. So I don't need that anymore for what I'm doing. But I'll have a look now. Let's have a look. Let's have a little look, shall we? I've got my phone. I'm preambling. Why not? No, MyFitnessPal, I don't want premium. As I've just explained to this lot, I'm not really using you, so just let me in. Me, friends, yeah, you go. Last login today. That's good. Yeah, you have calorie-wise for sure. Your next goal, Jaeger, is going to be trying to cut out the processed foods. Now that you've got an oven, you can actually cook like fresh meats and stuff rather than having to go processed, because you can only cook in air fryer and stuff. That'll be your next step, I think. Thinking of going to work for Lego. Ooh. Yeah. What would... I'm not sure whether that would be cool or not. I mean, Lego is cool, obviously. Would it just be another retail job? Are you going to get people being arseholes about Lego? I bought this Lego set, and I have got 2 left hands for my minifigure, and I've got no right hand. What are you going to do about it? Well, I suppose we'll give you a right... No, that's not good enough! I would like compensation of 67 Lego minifigures, and I'd like one of them to have the limited edition blurdy-blur head, or I'm going to complain to your manager. Is that what working in a Lego store might be like? I don't know. What kind of complaints do you get in the cupcake store? Do people complain about the cupcakes? This cupcake is far too red. Dull the colour a little, or something. Dry, I suppose you could complain about a cupcake, but... Yeah, I don't know. Okay. Let's have a look. I think I'm going to make the unilateral decision that will kick off with some United Kingdom today to make me feel a little bit better about getting into it and finding where we are. And you can guess along too. It will open it up to the chat. As with last week, I'm going to close the guessing when I perceive myself to be near-ish guessing the location. So when I've got the town down or a real kind of close area, then I'm going to turn the guesses off. And I will have to then guess within a couple of minutes or so, but that is when your guesses will close. I had to give a box of cupcakes for free the other day because the writing on her cake was slightly off. Yeah, that's the kind of crap you got to deal with there, I'm sure. Yeah. Okay. Jez, you have to commit within 30 seconds of closing it. No, that's too much. 2 minutes. 2 minutes. I'll give you a 2-minute warning, then I'll close it, and that's my 2-minute warning. 2s for everything. 2s. Here we go. Jezbot is in. And that tells you that we are ready to guess. I'll leave the box there. Okay. Cattle grid. What does that say? Yems. Or yes? Overlapping. It's very flat. So I'm not saying Wales. I might go Scottish Islands. I don't see us getting very many clues here though. .30 zone. Now, for those that have not joined in before, a good tactic, as Mr. Harmstone has done, is to get an early guess in, so that if all of a sudden I say, right, I'm closing the guesses, and you haven't got anything in, you don't miss out. So even if it's a wild guess, get one in. Nice and early. So you got something to fall back on. It's a very nice garden. Anderson Cottage. Right. And you can change your guess as many times as you like. No problem there. So it's coastal or an island. And do you know what? It's looking a bit islandy. It's looking like a small island. Approaching a bus stop. Nist House. Simbista. You reckon Devon? If you have a another device, or even if you don't, you can click on the link that has been dropped into the chat guesser link, and have a go. This is pretty much all the towns here, isn't it? And they all have very Scottishy names, so I'm going to say no to that. It doesn't look like the Isle of Wight. I've been to the Isle of Wight. Be gone, bot. Isle of Egg. Rum. I could live there. I'm just checking these, you know. Let's put that there so I can see the names in the background. I wonder what life's like living on these islands. I wonder what the Wi-Fi is like on these islands. I'm a child. Twat. Where do you live, sir? I live in Twat. Do you? Right, well, I think you've had enough. I think you've had enough, and I think it's time to go home. No, seriously, I live in Twat. I don't think you do, sir. I do. It's just the other side of Quoilu. Yeah, Quoilu. That's made up too. Off you go. Off you pop. No more rum for you. No, not rum. That's a totally different island. I don't live there. I live in Twat. Nest House. Holland's Turn. That is just written in Scottish, isn't it? Holland's Turn. Hello, brother. Welcome in. How you doing? How far do these islands go? Ham. These are two fantastic islands. Rum and ham. I would be quite happy living on either of them. Papa Stour. That one's quite good too. Faroe. Does that count as the UK? That's not gonna count as the UK, is it? Pretty good. How are you? I'm alright, apart from a dodgy ankle. I am good. Faroe counts as Denmark. Okay. Good to know. Are there any other tiny islands I should know about? This is Rathlin Island. It doesn't give you any more specifics than that. What's the non-Nist House name? Simbista. Symbister. And on the house, it was a very Englishy name. So I'm not sure. I'm just going to put these into the chat for when I forget. So I regularly do. But those were the names. Oh! It says frickin' Shetland Islands Council on the goddamn bus stop. Didn't notice that. So these are the Shetland Islands, right? I don't really geography, so these are the Shetland Islands. Just died. Shut up. Northeast of Scotland. The other ones, right. So these ones. Near Twat, where I focused on quite a lot. More northeast. This northeast. Blu-ray. I'd live in Blu-ray. I bet their disc quality is very good there. What was that? Fetlar Interpretive Centre. Balta Shetland. Gloop. Like, if I'm going in closer, I'm still not getting any... What does that say? Twatburn? Twatburn. These names are fantastic. Yell and East Yell. Bigger. And then next to it we've got smaller. Bigger and Brother Isle. Dig it. It's going to be one of these tiny islands, isn't it? Boroughland. Maybe this one? Papa Little. Yo-Yo Duff Duff? Any work news? We looked at Papa Stour. We didn't get any closer there. What about this tiny island? Fair Isle. Ashley's got his guess in, and we have an incoming raid. We'll put a pin in it. Remember where we are, and prepare to thoroughly unleash some squirrels. Welcome, welcome, welcome. How we doing? I was with you with the egg rolling until about 45 minutes ago. Looked very eggy and rolly. And that's about all I had for it, actually, because I had to turn the quality down to like 360p. So I couldn't really properly see everything. But I enjoyed hearing your voice and talking through it all. But my vision was impaired by internet quality. Hope it went well for you, though. Thank you very much for the raid. It's much appreciated. Welcome on in. If you've come in with Little Cute Girl and you've never been here before, my name is Jez. This is the Jez Show. We like squirrels and stuff. And today we're doing GeoGuessr. We're trying to guess where we are in the UK, first of all. And you can join in with the guessing using !CG. Brings you up a map that you can put your guesses into, and it will show the fact that you've guessed on the stream here. Let me just go back to it. On the stream here, just below me. And it'll tell you how far away you were on your guess when the time comes. We have discerned so far that we're in the Shetland Islands somewhere. Somewhere near the towns of Nisthouse and Simbister. I say towns, it could be villages. So we're there somewhere, but we're not sure where. Just going to put a pin there for now. And I'm going to continue to explore the island, I believe. Let's head towards Nist House, shall we? Shetland's the lower islands, FYI. Okay, that's good knowledge, thank you. They're very flat. And thank you for the lurk, Cutie Mousey, good to see you. I mean, the only real clue that we're going to get here is if there's some kind of major landmark that we can point to. But serious question, what do you think the internet signal is like on the Shetland Islands? Do you think they've got high-speed internet, or do you think they're still struggling? It's the Shetland, there are no landmarks. Yeah, that's true. But even like a, I don't know, a museum or... Like, it probably takes you about 3 minutes to get from one side to the other, doesn't it? Nah, piss poor. It's got to be piss poor. I mean, it might be improved by, you know, the prevalence of mobile internet. You put a mast up and maybe you've got a chance. But I don't think they're the kind of people that will let you put a mast up, are they? Or a very big puffin. I'm going to go back to the start. I'm going to go back the other way. See if we can get to the other side. Greeter in the Shetland's leg was a man in a puffin suit. There you go. Duff's got his guess in. You can change your guess as many times as you like. What does that say? Passing place. Yeah, that looks like you've given them plenty of room to pass there, yeah. To be fair, you probably get plenty of warning that there's a car is approaching you. You can literally see it from the other side of the island. It's like, oh, there's a car coming. Gotta pull over here and wait for it to pass in a mile's time. Do you really have to designate passing places? Can they not work it out? Like this is where you should pass. Is it not obvious? See where the road is wider? Yeah, that's where you got to do it. You can't, you know, you can't do it here. There's no room. You got to do it here. So we'll put a sign up so that people are cognizant of the fact that the road is wider here than it is there. Otherwise, people just won't get it. They just won't know, man. Some people do things for the sake of doing things, I swear. Here comes another cattle grid. What are you keeping the sheep away from? Better keep the sheep on this grass instead of this grass. Wouldn't want them to get to grass. Wouldn't want them to go on a main road. Oh, a sign. Oh. What? Why is there a sign saying there's a sharp corner? Oh, I see. We've gone from two-way road to single. That's what that was for. It's not how you thought that sign is for, but okay, I'll allow it. We are we are rapidly approaching the other side of the island. Whichever island it may be. To make sure it still says Shetland Island Council on it, yes. Never know. Might have been a ceremonial box. Huckster. Huckster. Oil terminal. Cool. Ireland. A bit smaller than I remember. So, one end of it was near the coast. The other end of it was not. The Loch of Swanee. The Loch of Hundland. The Loch of Boardhouse. Please let it be in twat. I'd be very happy with that. Enjoying a stream break, but still a bit stressed about my camping trip and cosplaying. Yeah, you just got to think about it really, and decide whether it's what you want to do or not. And whatever decision you make, you just got to go with it. So, I haven't seen an international airport. I don't think it's an international airport. Northtown? Southtown? There you go. A fossil and heritage centre? That's the kind of landmark I was perhaps looking for. Not twat, different island group, you reckon? Gritly. I got a load of positive comments from people when I said I may be giving up on cosplaying. Positive comments about your cosplaying, not positive saying, yeah, you should do it, I assume. As in, yeah, you should quit. I assume they were giving you positive comments about your cosplay. Because your cosplay is good. Found Huckster, have you? So have other people, I believe. As have you. Yeah, I gathered by the fact that everyone was like, guess, that they had found it. Everyone except Jez has, yeah. That sounds about right. Big sand. Getting those guesses in before Jez closes them and prevaricates for 5 minutes, yeah. The thing is, right, I'm not going to guess here because blah blah blah. These are all very Scottish names. Is there like a Scottish part of the island and an English part of the island? Oh, I've managed to get miles away somehow. Don't know how I did that. That's why all the names sounded Scottish. Boxer. See, these are sounding more English. It's Scotland. There's 100% a Scottish part. Go closer to Norway. All right. There you go. So was I lied to when Harmstone said it's the lower set of islands? There. This top bit. In this bit. Because I was looking here. You may have been lied to. Oh yeah, I was lied to. Look at that. Oh yeah, yeah. I was lied to. Look at that. Yeah, right. Okay. Simbista. And what was the other place? Was it? It wasn't Isbista, was it? Simbista and scrolling up. Man, guys, we talk a lot. Put it in the chat, but now I can't find it. What was the other place? Nist House, thank you. So if Huckster's over there, it's going to be somewhere in between them, right? So there's a good enough guess for now. Let's go back to the start. Trying to think where. So we went down to the sea that way. Bad Harmstone fibbing to Jez. Yeah, you tell him. So we went all the way down into Simbista. That's where the coast is down there. So that bit was Simbista. So how far do we go this way before we get to that fork in the road? I prefer bluffing. Go down the hill. Around a corner. Forgot there's a corner. And then there's a fork in the road. Oh, one that takes us to Nist House. Oh, right. Nist House is the bit of the coast that we were on. Right, 2-minute warning. I'll close guesses in 2 minutes, so get your last guesses in. Try and remind myself. As specific as you like. Can we remove 100,000 acorn bucks from MJ Harmstone for his bluffing? I think we'll give him a warning. And then next time, yeah. Acorn penalty. Oh, shizzy. Very twist. Ooh, there's some people. Hello! Smiling nicely at the van as it passes. Happy people. I don't think it's there. And I don't think it's here. Closing the guesses as the battle royal begins. Okay, I'm gonna guess here, I think. I think I'm gonna guess here. Let's just catch up with what you said. Nova Charter wins the Battle Royal. Very good. Very good. Never more a deserving candidate. Yeah, so I'm going to go here. I think when we turned around and went all that way, like we've turned, oh, hang on, no, actually. We go there, actually. I think we start here, and when we go that way, we do all of this. We can go that way, but we go down the fork and around into those cornery bits. And then if we turn around and go the other way, we eventually get to that road where there's Huckster. So I think here is a good bet. Do I see a rivery thing? No, I don't. Here we go. Let's see who is victorious in round 1 of the United Kingdom. 137 yards! Whoop! Whoop, 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 whoop. I'll take that. Only having lost 6 points from the total, I will take that. Next closest was Tamsin. Next closest was Harmstone, was miles away. Where were you? Other side. Ashley, where were you? Where's white? Over there. Yeah, so you guys were closer to Simbista. But I was thinking, no, it must be somewhere near the coast with twisty turny roads and then a long road that takes us to Huckster. So that's how it's done. Round 2 commences. Another country road, hooray! Mountains, green. And this looks like some kind of industrial area. This could be Wales. Looks very Welsh. Slight inclines. No, these be mountains. The old stables. Oh, yeah, okay, I see what you mean. Ah! Gwar Air. That doesn't look Welsh, actually. It's a red herring Welsh, I think, that.
It sound right, boy.
Parking's good around here, obviously. If I come over here, I might be able to look over the... Oh, we've come to a kind of main roady bit. Oh, no, this confirms it. And there we go. It is Wales. Unrestraffig. Welsh flag on the car. 100% Wales. Right. Next question. Have I been here? 01639. I've probably been here. No, it's definitely Wales. It is definitely Wales. 01639 is an area code that I am familiar with. And I think I very, very loosely know where this is. A sign for Clee, Tompkinson and Francis. Yeah. I'm not giving you any more clues. It's not very often I get an advantage. So, I'm not going to help you out. You can just look intently as I try and work out where it is. And then I will close the guesses and give you a stab. Right, so Port Talbot is that way. Yeah, fair enough. I don't think I've been here, though. Oh, hell. Is that... It is. Right, 2-minute warning. 2-minute warning and I'm closing the guesses. Because I almost 100% know where we are now. Do you want some signs? Here's some signs. Another sign. It's getting close. This road is closed. Of course it is. Why wouldn't it be? Okay, can you let me onto the motorway now? That's the way to Cardiff. That's the way I want to go then. No, do I have to go round the roundabout like a car? I can't just go backwards. I have to go round the roundabout. Okay. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Duff got his guess in last. Come on then, close it. There we go. Guesses are closed. Right, this is going to take us up onto the motorway, right next to where the speed camera used to be. They took it away and then they put it back again. This junction is a dick. Yeah. I know where I am here. I'm going to go back to the start. And we went this way, didn't we? Right. So you definitely should have a timer when you know where it, I mean, I know roughly where it is. Like, I know exactly where that part of the motorway is. Where are we? Yeah, so we're on the other side of the bridge. So it's one of these junctions somewhere. One on this side, I would say. I've forgotten. 10. Get out of here. Whose stream is this? I've forgotten what the road name was. Guar or something. Oh, you blew it out. Thanks for that. Thanks. Thanks so very, very much. Any other road name? Near a little roundabout. Not that one then. One that's closer. Not that either. This one. This one. Yeah. This one. Somewhere around here. Now, I've probably cocked this up now. After all that, I reckon I've cocked this up. And that I can't find the actual junction. Definitely before the bridge. It's not too far before the bridge. It's not that one. It's around the corner. It's this one. It's this one. Yeah. It's this one. And then I'm going to throw a stab out there that it's up here somewhere. Guaracayai. There you go. That was it. So I'm going to say we're about there and guess. 176 yards. I'll take that. Duff was closest. Nice one, Duff. 102. Penakai Road. And you didn't even win. No, fair play, Duff. Good work. I was quite happy with my distance, but Duff, you must be laughing. My baby brother, who should have known exactly where that was as much as me, was 11.4 kilometers away. Where are you? Ah, you went to the other junction. You were in Swansea, rather than Port Talbot. Okay, a little swig of beverage, and we'll go ahead once more. Let's go. Okay, I don't think this is Wales. In my defence, I've never actually been to Port Talbot because no one wants to. That is fair. I'm not sure whether that's true or not, though. I think you... Oh, I missed a sign. I think you might have been to Port Albert. You may not have been aware of it, though. You might have been very young. Norfolk, no hope. You think it's Norfolk? Rolling? Rowling? Turf? I'm going to stick with my initial guess of not Wales. And I'm going to try and blast through this scenery until we get to some kind of landmark or civilization. Aha! A sign. Can't read it. Let's jump forward a little bit. Oh! It's Kent! It's Kent. This is not far from me. Nonnington, Aylsham. 3 miles from Aylsham. Yeah, okay, yeah. In that direction. Right. So if Aylsham's over there, what did it say is ahead? Goodnessstone and Wingham. Oh no, hang on. This sign is bent all over the place. Ain't that near Ashford? No, it's closer to Canterbury. So there's Aylsham. We're over here. So I think we are there right now. To be honest. Yeah, so I'm going to be closing guesses very soon. Get your guesses in. Sandwich is 5 miles that way. Where's Sandwich then? Sandwich is like over here, right? Oh no, it's further towards there it is. So Sandwich is that way. Wingham is that way. No, they're in opposite directions, so it's further. No, Aylsham's. Is it your backyard? Basically. Where did we start though? Yeah. Eastry is 2 miles that way. Sandwich is 5 miles that way. So Aylsham is that way. Wingham is that way. So maybe over here then. Yeah, let's go back to the start. And go the other way very briefly. 20 seconds, I'm closing guesses. I've given you the rough area. Aylsham 5 miles that way, Wingham 4 miles that way. Looking for a crossroads. That's probably a crossroads, isn't it? Rolling, yeah. Yeah, we're in this area somewhere. Guess is closed. Hamill, a quarter of a mile that way. Right, so there's Hamill Road. That was Hamill Road. Road name. No chance of a road name, is there? That reminds me, there's a Comic-Con in Deal in October. Really? Won't it be about, like, that big? It's going to be roughly around here somewhere. That's the crossroads there. Can we find a corner? Zoom back out, please. Go back to the start. It's just a long road with the odd corner. No sharp corners like that. Yeah, I'm going to go there. I don't think I'm going to be thoroughly close, but I think I'm going to leave that as it there. 241 yards. There you go, and Ashley redeems himself with a win. 146 yards. Duff was over in my direction. We both managed to click not on the road, which is not hugely clever of us. Just by clicking on the road, we'd have got closer. It doesn't do all, little cute girl, I'm afraid. And then, right, where was Tamsin? Yeah, fair enough. I can see why he did that. And Harmstone in. Oh yeah, you were miles off. But again, I can see why you thought that as well. That's where I was looking initially. Yeah. So there you go. I used to work in Aylsham. Never tended to go over in that direction by road. This was my route. That was my commute in the morning. Find general area, stab. That's how she rolls. Round 4, bring it on. Let's see if it's tailored for me again. We had Wales, we had Kent. And there is something about this that looks vaguely familiar. No, maybe not. Technonaut GFC presents Country Festival 18. The telephone number is a mobile number. All proceeds go to Technonaut. Okay. So GFC, that's going to be Gaelic football, isn't it? So I think we're in Northern Ireland. A Gaelic football club. Down, Patrick, down! Amorous boy, get down! Down, Patrick! Do we see down, Patrick? No. Bad Patrick. Naughty boy. Or maybe it's saying the opposite. As in, get down, Patrick. Get down, get down, get down, get down. Down, Patrick. 2-minute warning. 2-minute warning. So down, Patrick is that way. What's this way? Duff lost the link and needs it back. It's a long road into Down, Patrick, which sounds vaguely dirty. Strangford and Lecale. I think we're probably on the A25. A long road of not seeing anything. 10 seconds. Get your guesses in. 3, 2, 1. Closed. And I'll just see what the name of this road is, if it gives me a name. And then I'll make my own little guess. Cotter Hill Road. Let's get in there. Bum 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 bum. Must be on the other side of the town then. No, it's got to be on this side. Got to be on this side. Drumcullen. Cotter Hill, Cotter Hill, Cotter Hill. I know, I know. Right, that's not helping at all. Definitely just a bit up from coming into Downpatrick. So I'm gonna say we're there. 1.7 miles. Duff just edged it in a completely different place. So where actually was it? Up here? Oh, okay. I didn't spot a river. That's part of the problem. Did anyone else spot the river? You went for the GFC itself. Okay, so where's that? Oh, there you go. Tekanaut. GAC, that is. That's not the GFC. That's the athletic club rather than the Gaelic football club. It's probably the same thing. I got excited when I saw Tekanaut. Where was Tamsin? Was 79 miles away. That really was just a stab in the dark. That stab in the dark puts Daredevil to shame. Okay, round 5. You couldn't find anything. Fair enough. Here we are. This immediately looks like Blackpool to me. I'm going to say Blackpool. Gold Rush. Brighton. Oh yeah, the model village. Yeah, you're right, Brighton. Okay, so I'm now going to give you your 2-minute warning. I'm going to look for more road names and stuff to help us, but 2-minute warning. Trafalgar Road. I was born here. Cool. I've only been to Brighton once, and I don't remember this part of it. Can't have been anywhere near. There's got to be another road name here somewhere. Oh good, somebody moved the van. Tourist Information Centre there? Was that where we were in Brighton? No. No, we weren't. We weren't here. I don't think we were anyway. There wasn't all this colourful shit. It was dull as fuck. Ah, I think we were over here. Yeah, this looks more like it. The hotel that we had the con in. This looks more like it, without all the colour and stuff. Last 30 seconds. And I'm closing the guessing. Kings Road. Merivale Model Village, Railway and Gardens. That sounds great. That sounds amazing. Queen Elizabeth Court. And closed. Returning home. And let's find Brighton. Brighton Marina. Oh, there's a Five Guys too. Brighton's looking sexier and sexier. Leisureland and Magic City. Naturist Beach. All right. All right. The Strand, that's going to be around here, isn't it? It's going to be over there, probably. Don't tell Alex. Right, what's this? Oh. Welcome to Great Yarmouth. Where's Great Yarmouth? It doesn't help me. I don't know where Great Yarmouth is. I'm guessing. Oh, there we go. Right. Great Yarmouth. Great Yarmouth. Didn't think it looked like Brighton. Stab that map. No! I need more time. It's going to be down here, though. What was I looking for? What was the thing? Leisureland and Cosmopolitan Restaurant. I've never been to Brighton. Tamsin! Tamsin! What have you done to me? Harmstone's gonna win now. Okay, I'm just gonna go here. Oh, there's the model village. Yeah, I'm happy with that. Stabbed. 1,217 yards from the correct location. Tamsin was in Brighton. She went with Brighton. She committed to it. Obviously Duff would get that, yeah. I should have known from I was born there. I didn't think he was born in Brighton. Duff was 19 metres away. Ah, yeah, there it is. Look, Pirates Cove, Adventure Golf, Leisureland. There you go. I had the moral victory there. What? Because you were a sneaky sneak who didn't tell me that it wasn't Brighton. Yeah, some morals. Trafalgar Road. Closest who wasn't born there. All right, I'll give you that. Take it you've been to Great Yarmouth, have you? So we can look at the summary now. I was the overall winner, of course. Total distance away from locations of 4.3 kilometres. Duff second, 6.4 kilometres total. Harmstone third, 13.8. Tamsin fourth, 323 kilometres away. And Ashley was fifth just because he only did 2. But he was on a good streak, 14.5 kilometres away. Not bad. Play same map again. Yeah, as in UK. Sure, whatevs. She's just here for the acorns. Somehow equals Tamsin thinking it was Brighton. Yeah, you're pretty close for the rest of them. Very nice. Let's go back to the main menu. I tried to guess, but I don't know what to do. Okay, so exclamation CG in the chat will bring you up the map. You click on the map, and then it'll bring you a map. You can click on it and press guess, and that's all you do. Oh no, it's not. And then you copy and paste the code that they give you and paste it into the chat. It sends it to Jezbot. I've got Jezbot here. It sends it to Jezbot, which is all hooked up, and then your guess will come into the thing. Okay. Let's do European Union. We've done the UK. Let's do European Union. I think that'll be reasonable. Let's do it. Jackpot! Here we go then. Could be anywhere now in Europe. We're on the coast. And it looked like Spanish? Or maybe even Italian. Centro de Jardinia el Morlaco Vivero Floristeria. Morlaco. I'll just keep saying Morlaco really loud until someone knows what I'm talking about. Definitely a coastal place. This is not hugely helpful. But the weather's changed. Look at that. This is beautiful. Stunning. Oh, can we read the bus now? Directo. They have the zone. My Canadian friend cannot pronounce the name of this place. As if listening to your podcast would be an advantage here. Okay, that's definitely Spanish. That's definitely Spanish. So we're in Spain somewhere. On the coast. Hello, mother. Hello, father. Here I am at Camp Granada. Good night, wife. See you tomorrow. Why would he not be able to pronounce it? I only know because it makes me laugh when he tries. Okay. Vistera? That would make me laugh. I'm just looking to see if that Monlaco place jumps out at me on the coast here. Right, there's no more coast. And that's a different country. Let's come down this side. Mataro. Barcelona. Tarragona. I mean, to be fair, there are a lot of things here that would give people pause in terms of pronunciation. Terra Nostra. Benidorm. There's too much green on the end. On the near there. Alicante. Oh yeah, that clue wasn't meant to make it too easy. No, well, to be fair, I would never know what your podcast Canadian friend would not be able to pronounce, so it wasn't a clue at all. Even soaking wet, this place looks good. Now I'm thinking, is that Spanish? I'm second guessing myself now. Any signs? I'm not seeing any. I'm looking. But I'm not seeing a sign. It's a bit windy apparently. Right, here's a sign. Oh, I went past it. Where's the sign gone? Phantom disappearing sign. There, right. Puerto Centro Ciudad. That's the port. That's not the name of a town. And we kind of gathered it would have a port. It's next to the sea. See what you did there. Somewhere with a city centre and a port. Wow, we're narrowing this down heavily here, aren't we? Really removing ambiguity. Hang on a second. Fit girl on a scooter. Does this give us any clues? Any clues here? Anything we can discern from a fit girl on a scooter? No? Alright. Sorry about that. It's twins! Matching outfits. Incredible. Is that a poster for Slipknot? No. Estopa. Helados ice creams. So it's definitely a tourist. You don't need a commit from me yet because I haven't closed the guesses. Just because you've got the name of the place, right? Give it a rest. Cheeky. La Alameda mas viva que nunca. Just because I know where it is. Yeah, exactly. No, it'll be 2 minutes from when I find out what town it is. Alright? Them's the rules. And if we didn't have rules, where would we be? Mediterranean. Yeah, I can tell. No, if we didn't have rules, we'd be in France. And if we had too many rules, then where would we be? Stores now open. Germany, that's right. That's right. And if we had rules governing the worship of bovines, where would we be? India, that's right. Glad we're on the same page. But we're not in any of those places, so jog on. Malaga, north. Miramar. Okay. Malaga. Right. 2-minute warning. USA. Yeah, USA's in Europe. Centro. I was thinking Greece, but okay. Yeah, the Spanish gave it away for me. So where was the port here? Okay, so I think we're along here. Malaga Centro Alameda. Yeah, they've advertised that a lot. Haven't seen a thing. So I think we're on this road. No for the place with rules that everyone ignores. Is that Greece? 30 seconds. And I'll probably guess myself pretty soon after it, to be honest. Nothing much else about is there. I'm going to go back to the start. Oh yeah, it looks very different here. Like this. More specifically Florida. I mean, it does look beautiful, and I'm sure Florida is beautiful as well, so... Were this not a Europe, I think that would have been a good guess. El Balneario. Guesses are closed. And I will guess fairly soon. Los Eucaliptos. Can I get on the road rather than the pavement? That'd be nice. No? Alright. Why was the Google van driving on the pavement? Balls of this Google van. That's better, right. I feel like I missed these signs. I'll look at these signs and then I will... Almeria. N340. Yeah, okay. Yeah. Almeria. Almeria. Yeah, okay. I mean, how did you know? I'm going there. 2.2 miles. Boom. 219 meters for Harmstone. 669 meters away for Duff. Where was I? Where was I? Oh, all the way over there. Okay. Logan pronounced it Malaga. It's Malaga. Yeah. Yeah. Malaga. Yeah, I can hear that in a Canadian accent now. Malaga. That sounded Australian, actually. Where are you? In Alicante. Yeah. You are a slight distance away. Malaga, eh? This don't look like Ohio. It does not. Significantly more beautiful than Ohio. I've been to Ohio. I have not been to Malaga. Los Barrios. Next round. This is the European Union, folks, if you're just joining. I feel like we've been here before. Norway, Tamsin? Hungary. That was it. I couldn't remember what the country was. Oh, Norway. Now, Hungary was the guess. Was the thing that kept coming up. Oh, there you go. It's Tennessee. Says so right there. Varas. Could be Sweden. Where the whiskey flows like wine. Early guess in from Ash. Broman Gymnasiet. Gymnasiv. Do you think that's a town, or is that just the gyms this way? Okay. This looks decidedly more urban. Hogliden. Glissisvalen. Hogliden. I'm still going Sweden because of the umlauts. Hogliden. Mum, can we buy Scotland? No, honey. We've got Scotland at home. The Scotland at home. Hogliden. Hogliden. It's the only problem with you guys joining in with me. You don't go, there, I see it on the map. So if I miss it, I miss it. Hogliden. Keep looking. Brass is driving. Flugerfarg. Yeah, this is definitely Sweden. No doubt. We all see it. We all see it. It's blue. Not an airport on E4. E4. So this way somewhere. E4. Oh. How did I go over there? Don't remember doing that. Tvathogen. Bergsjö. Where there's no airport apparently. Where's the end of E4? Oh, it's a long road. E4 is long. Looking for any of these names. Can't see any yet. Bergham. Flatinge. Right, were we near the sea? We weren't, were we? That was the last place. It's got a McDonald's. Is that a clue? Probably not. Everywhere's got a McDonald's. Oh, this is a long old road. This really doesn't help. Swedish McDo is pricey. It's like an international delicacy, right? Okay, we keep going. But I feel like we're nearing the closure of guesses, so... Well, that's gone blurry. There you go. Go check out the McDo. Look at that! Muck Selection? You damn right, Muck Selection! Look at that! I don't even like guacamole. And I want that. Tisdag. Trickery and Reclambra. You can keep your trickery. Got enough trickery here already. Bored of looking for it now. Stabbed. Essie. Essie is Sweden, right? Yokohama. Well, I think I'll be way out of whack. Well, remember the cute girl that you can guess as many times as you like. Go back to the main road. What is going on here? Did the van tip over? Whoa, that's interesting. Molnbaden. Let's get on with it. Yeah, I won't spend too much longer. Just want a little bit of cluey clue. Yep, hurry it up. Shut up, Harmstone. You don't get to hurry it up. Because you know things. You're good at the geography. As the people's champion. Found something. Share your work. Share your work, Tamsin. Forlostning. Jez hasn't. Oh, did I pass it? Did I pass it, did I? Or are you just winding me up? Found Hogleden. Oh, the thing I was saying over and over again. Where is Hogleden? Okay, 2-minute warning. Seems fair. It's going to be way off when I do guess. I stopped looking at this road and it still kept going. Time to wildly guess, Jez. I think I am, you know? Yeah. Right, I do think it's somewhere near a coast, but not too near a coast. So I'm gonna go, let's have a little look out. I'm gonna go nearer Stockholm. No, I'm not, because it's E4. It's definitely E. Oh, hang on. E4. Ah, okay. E4 going towards Stockholm. So I'm gonna say. Yeah. There seems good. 197 miles. All right, I'll take that. It's not so bad. Not so bad. Not even Harmstone with his hurry it up was close. So Tamsin, you found the place. Hogleden. There it is. So why were they advertising this place that's 340 kilometers away? It was actually here. We didn't see any of these place names. I don't feel bad about that one. Where am I? You're second closest. I think you're in the sea. You're there. Mr. ABC, how's it going? It's alright. It's alright. We're doing Europe, or the European Union. Feel free to join in, !CG to get yourself a map. Get in the sea! She basically did. She was almost there. Where are you, Ash? Brother Ash, down there. Linkoping. You just liked the sound of that, didn't you? Like, Linkoping, that'll do. That's a funny name. Round 3. Fight. Pretty much. Guesses are open. Join on in. Okay. Scovola Media, is that Sovola or Scova? Scovola Media di Stato Vittorio Bertoloni. This sounds Italian. Pizzeria Trattoria. What a mistake to make, man. Shut up in your face. Oh, went past that sign. Didn't mean to go past the sign. I meant to get closer to it. Aldi. Well, that'll help us. Arena. What arena? Let's go to the arena. Is this the arena? No! Verona. Verona, 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 Verona. 2-minute warning. In fair Verona, where we stab our map. Next question. Where the fuck is Verona? Verona. There's some gentlemen there. Not according to the books I've read. Comune di Verona. Arena di Verona. That's the thing they're advertising. Is that? This well old. Why? Hang on. What's this? What's this? What is this? That's not Italian. It's Sweden, guess there. That's probably the flag of Verona. It better be. Like, that's not Swedish. That's an Italian flag. Alright, cool. Damn flag of Verona. S4, SP4, SS11, SS12. 20 seconds. SS12. Well, I'm gonna be way off. Yeah, there's SS12. SR11. No, that's not what we're looking for. Yeah. Guesses are closed. Where do I want to put my stab in Verona? Let's go back to the start. Hey, I'm not guessing within 10 seconds. Give me a break. I'm guessing you've found the exact place a few times in. Now that you've joined in with the harmstoning. What is this? There's a park. Okay. There's a park. So I'm going to say it's that park. We're on that park. Going towards the arena. Let's say... Where's the road bit for it? Where's... Alright then. Let's go... There. 910 yards. Wow. When you're 910 yards away, and that still only puts you 4th. Closest was Brother Ashley. Over there. Guess it wasn't a park then that we were next to. GG's. Where was Duff? Ah, Duff was near me. Yeah, okay. Tamsin, you were next to Aldi. Yep, you really bought it. You bit on that Aldi. You were next to the Ristorante, where, yeah, Ristorante Corsini. Yeah, okay. And where were you, Ash? 411 kilometers away. Rome. Did you miss the bit where we said it was Verona? Was I near Aldi? Yeah. What number are you? 3. There you go. There's Aldi. I just stabbed near the Cittadella. Yeah. Piazza Cittadella. Yeah. That's the name of the road. And there's Aldi. Right next to Aldi. Congrats for finding Aldi. Round 4. There you go. You can look at a tree while I have a drink. Guesses are open. What nationality does this tree look like? French. Lock it in. I'm not going to say France myself. Or maybe I am. Montecito. Montecinto. Where's Montecinto? Wine country? A Bordeaux or a Rochefort, maybe? Or Roquefort, if you will. Toulouse or not Toulouse? That is the question. Montpellier. They make wine everywhere, don't they? Okay, so south of France is my guess, but I haven't seen Montecinto on the map yet. I have been to this place. Where haven't you been? And how do you pick these places? Commune de Multifaux. This was because of a cruise. A clue. Not Montecinto, but somewhere nearby. Alright. So that Montecinto is a place then. I see. Quite a notable place. Well, there are a lot of them in France. Marseille? Looks like there's a cruise route here. Not to bite too much on your clue, but there's a cruise route on most of the med. Yeah, but for you to stop, you know, this one stops there. Stops here. Must be nice. Oop. That's not France anymore, is it? No. Okay. Right, so those are my 2 guesses. Somewhere near Marseille or somewhere near Nice. F it's for France tomorrow. You have to drink a French wine, which you probably will do anyway. Avignon. Oh, bang! I feel mean if I don't help Jez. Help me, help me. He's challenging us. Get that guess in, Jez. Not yet. I haven't closed your guesses off yet. I think yes. What do you think? Close our guesses then. Well, I don't know anywhere where it is. I haven't got a clue. I'm not basing it on the map at all. I'm basing it on the bullshit you're coming out with. So that could be a total red herring. So no. I still won the last round overall. The last game. I won the UK. So there. Meh. It could be a red surstroming. Mountain thing, kinda. I like a mountain. You did, but you had like 5 hours longer than we did. And 2 very helpful places, yeah. One of them was up the road from here, and the other was up the road from where I lived for a very long time. I'll give you that. I'd still beat you on the UK if we did it again, though. But we won't. We'll finish our... this is not helpful at all. None of this is helpful. This is just mountain. Oh. N197, that'll give me a help. Shouldn't it? These are all A's. Yeah, I mean, I do think it is southern France. Yep, I'm right as to where it is. Okay. None of these are N's. Oh, hang on, there's an N. Like a good wine. Yeah, I've just been saying words. I don't know any wines. Montpellier, is that a wine? I know nothing. What else we got that's a wine then? Bordeaux. That's a wine. And there's lots of stuff here. Not everything I say is a clue. Well, in my mind, nothing you say is a clue because it doesn't help me. I still think it's around here somewhere, so yeah. I'd love to find the N197, that would help me. But I don't think it's gonna happen. .202, so that 197 must be nearby. Take a guess and let me put you out of my misery. Not sure I need to, you know. Oh, Montecento. I think I just derped into this. Two-minute warning. You literally didn't notice Ajaccio. Oh yeah. It's on the sign. Yeah. Yeah, okay, right, back to the beginning. It's gonna be here somewhere. That's where you went. Okay. Everybody's guesses change. If I'd have guessed Nice, it would have been really close. And we'll take a pause. As soon as I stop talking about the raid, that's when we'll close the guesses. Welcome on in. Unleash some squirrels. Mechalicus bringing in a raid. Oh, we've got clashing music. Let's turn that off. Bring ye in. Damn it, Mechalicus! How's the GeoGuessing going? Great, because I'm somehow managing to piss Harmstone off, so that's an added bonus. Literally, let me show you. We're in this kind of dry-looking French place, and I had no idea where we were, and then I accidentally derped up. I was like, let's just have a fleeting look at this island. And I'm like, oh look, there's the place that we saw named. Cool, that'll do. Guesses are closed. And Harmstone knew it all along, so it's wound him up now. Pandagotchi, welcome in. MSN, that takes me back. Good. Good. How does the guessing work? Okay, I've closed it for this round, but you can join in for round 5. You exclamation CG. I'm talking, Harmstone. Exclamation CG in the chat gives you the link. That will bring up a map on which you can take a stab, and then you copy the like link that it gives you into the chat, lock it in, it sends it to my bot, and then it tells me you've guessed. And once I've guessed very shortly, you'll see how it works and how close everyone is and all that kind of stuff. But we're gonna have one more round of this European Union game, and then we'll see what we want to do. Right, so in here somewhere, this is where we started. Now you can start counting me down. All right, we're next. Is this the start? We're next to a roundabout. One way to Pontelecchia, the other way to Calvi Bastia, whatever. Calvi. Yeah, they're still at no N197, you're right. Wow, there is a lot of chat. And I will get to it very shortly. I'm going to go... there. Yeah, there. Why not? Guess! Thank you for the follow, Pandagotchi. Much appreciated. I was 23 miles away. What's that in kilometers? 36.4 kilometers. Catch up on chat. Right. Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. Remember how you could shake people's screens? Yeah. Nudge. I should put that in. You should be able to nudge me. That should be a chat command. I'm going to write that down. To go with the MSN, you should be able to nudge me. Noted. I'll give you full credit for that. How am I? I'm doing well. How are you? What were you playing tonight? I did see in your post, but I've forgotten. Because that's how I roll. Perhaps timeout hammer for Harmstone. Yeah. Keep that on the ready, Mr. Jaeger. And follow. Damn, I think my first stab was closer. Right, so let's have a look. You were pretty close. We were actually here, which is not anywhere massively obvious. Yeah, none of us were really close. Really close, anyway. On the island, I suppose, is close enough. Nudging, I can feel the heart attack coming on already. Yeah, I might have to put it as a channel point thing, actually, so that it doesn't get overused, possibly. With the noise, obviously. Yeah, what was the noise? It's like a boom. Was it? No, I don't know. I can't remember the noise. We finished up Day of the Tentacle, that's it. Then we played another puzzle game called the Turing Test, which is basically a Portal ripoff. Okay, cool. You do like your puzzle games, don't you? Come in a couple of times and lurked and watched you puzzle. It's been good. No, I stabbed near your stab first. Oh, it's a good job you moved it then, because otherwise you'd have been 30 odd kilometres out. I'm going to have to look it up. Let's have a look. MSN nudge sound. And then we'll jump into that one will do. Why is it 10 minutes long? Let's click on this. Turn the music off. Hang on, YouTube. Chill. Alright, sound's on. Alright, here are all the messenger sounds. Don't remember. Was it the third one? Hang on. Yeah, that was the nudge sound, wasn't it? That. All right. Okay. I'll add that to my to my watch later, so I can grab the sound later. Was it that one? The one I said? That one. Yes. Yes. Confirm, please. Please confirm. Yes. Thank you. I'm just going to listen to the rest of them now. What else have we got? Don't remember any of these ones. And that kind of like room sound, that was people actually signing in, wasn't it? That's the sound I should have down here. But the doo-doo-doom was when you got a message. Yeah. Thanks. Trip down memory lane. And Tamsin's got a bunch of people to hug. Get on in there. Lots of hugging going on. Let's come back to GeoGuessr. I'm going to have a bev. And we'll come into round 5 of the European Union. You can join in with... Get yourself the map. !CG. Put your initial guess in. Why is the music not coming? There it is. And you can change them as much as you like. So you might as well get an initial guess in just based on first impressions of this beaten down derelict place. Where do you think is the most derelict? Could be Folkestone looking at that graffiti. Shut your mouth. How are you, Jez? I'm alright, apart from a dodgy ankle. I've hurt my ankle, but other than that, I'm good. I'm positive. Get your guesses in. Politia. That's a clue. It's not a clue that helps me, but it's a clue. I hope your ankle gets better soon. Running injury. It was probably caused by the running, yeah. I don't actually know how I did it or what I've done, but no, on last Friday, I think it was, after my run it was sore and tender, and then on Monday I couldn't finish. I ran 2 of the 3 miles and then I had to call it quits because my ankle was about to exit my leg. There was a clue there though. Well, yeah, probably in the like the flag on the car, but that didn't help me. I don't know flags. Trattamento corporale. Is this an Italian again? This is a very beaten down place. Very beaten up. For rent. For sale. BE. Okay. Definitely Folkestone. You're so rude. Have you even ever been to Folkestone? Golden Falcon Casa Kebab. Is this like the part where the English have taken over? Always be chatting's guess has changed. I thought it might when you saw that URL. It doesn't really make sense to me though. Why that URL? But is it really BE? No, I don't think so. No. I got it. That's the streets. It's the mean streets. .ro. Okay, that's more like it. That's more where I'm thinking. It's a big place though. It's a big old place. To BE or not to BE? Yeah, that was a red bearing. Yeah, and it looks more like that place than Belgium. It didn't look like Belgium. With the greatest of respect to Romania. It's not changing any stereotypes though. Right now anyway. The coffee shop. This coffee shop is the nicest thing in town. I will say, I didn't think it looked like Belgium. No, no. It wasn't looking very Belgian. I didn't understand that reference. So thank you for pointing it out. Looking very Belgian is its title. Okay. So really, I'm just looking for a town name, and as soon as I find a town name, I'm gonna close the guessing. So fingers on buzzers as soon as we find the town name. The Dacia's everywhere is the clue, is it? Is this big blurred building a clue? What are you blurring? There's nothing there. Why did you blur that? Or was it a car that you were blurring? Romania loves a Dacia. They're cheap. Is there a Dacia plant somewhere in Romania? Don't do it, mate. Don't do it. Herbalife. No. Don't do it. It's looking a bit nicer over this side of town. I think they are Romanian. Oh. They are owned by Renault. Okay. Dacia is the old name for Romania. Oh. History. I've never seen a Herbalife advert. I've seen far too many. Not out and about, but on the internet or whatever. I've never seen a billboard, if that's what you meant. But that was definitely a Herbalife billboard. For our sins. Puntkud. Oh yes, I know it well. Puntkud. What is this place? I think you passed a Dacia on the left-hand side. What, Like a showroom. There are lots of women about. There aren't that many men. Is where's Duncan when I need him? It was a song joke. Okay, I should have guessed really, shouldn't I? Coca-Cola. It's a tram line. Mega image. Renault, Peugeot, Nissan. There you go. Bit of variation. I was following this tram line to see if we came to a station. That would be useful. Otherwise, it is going to just be wild stab. I notice, Mr. Harmstone, you're not calling for a wild stab yet, so I guess you're not confident as of now. Right, there is a tram. Oh, that's the back. Let's get to the front. Back to the front. Oh, useful. I've never been to Romania, so I was less confident. That's not helpful at all. Pinta something? Is there a Pinta something? It's going to be the name of the road. Oh, Piatra? Good a guess as any if I can't find anything else. I have been to Romania, but not this bit. Decisions. Go this way. Okay. We're not getting anywhere, so I'm going to say 2-minute warning. Put your guesses in, and it's going to be wild stab time to finish. Lego Festival. Let's all go to Romania. It was for work, so we only got shown the nice bits. That's what they do, isn't it? Where is the nice bit of Romania for reference, just in case, you know, I ever need to go there? I'd like to know where the nice bits are, because we haven't seen any yet, really. Okay, we're at the station. We're not being told where it is. I worked in Constanta on the coast. We were in Bucharest, which I think this is, but it's a bit the blur bit, yeah. There's a Megapan though. What's Megapan? Yeah. I mean, big city is probably a good guess, right? There was a shot back there. It's just what I saw. Fair enough. Let's go. Which of these do I like the name of? Jumbo. Like we've seen no indication of what this town is. at all. Or even what section of the town it is. So it is just going to be a wild stab. Can't let me have a break while I change guess, can you? No. Bershka? Or a Bershka? Bershka? Alright, I'm going here. Here we go. 6.8 miles. It's not so bad. Always be chatting a kilometre away. Very nice. Was that just a stab, Mr. Be Chatting, or did you have some kind of clue there that helped you out? Share your working. Second was the ash. Shit, son. Where is 2?
Check the mic and make sure it sound right, boys.
Just went with the sector. Horses to Alex. Yeah. GG's. I had no clue. There you go then. Tamsin third. Where were you, Tamsin? Up there. Okay. Duff. Yeah. Armstone. And I was over there. If I'd have guessed Jumbo, I would have been just as far away. That's fine. And then Aletha, 96.1 kilometres. Where are you then? Over here. Fair enough. My working is not city centre. It looked a bit shitter, so I went out of city centre a bit. Well, then you nailed that. That works perfectly. Oh no, we're never going to hear the end of this. We're never going to hear the end of this. Look at that. Never going to hear the end of that. Go on. Go on. Go on, say it. Go on. Go on. Waiting for it. There we go. You knew it was coming. But I'll allow it because you said suck it. He had 2 words for you. Can I time him out now? I so want to say yes, but no. It's positivity month. We can't. We can't. Well, we've all won it in the past. Exactly. Alex dropping in some truth bombs. We've all won. It's not a big deal, really. Wouldn't be a very positive thing. No, it wouldn't. No. Right. Okay. 20 past 10. I'm not quite ready to call it yet. So I think we'll do one more round or set of 5 United Kingdom because they go quite quickly and that will take me somewhere near 11 o'clock. And that's about where I want to finish. So let's do a United Kingdom. The guesses will be open. Most of us live in the United Kingdom. So it's easier to guess. Let's move this guesses box out of the way. And here we go. Okay, we're in Wales. It says Araf on the floor. We're in Wales. And it says Wales and something utilities. Wales and West utilities. Okay. Lurky, motherflugger. I'm calling if it's night, see you around. No worries, no worries. I will see you next week, in fact. Brother. Good night. Palmstone gets an early guess in. 01348. Fishguard office. Right. So Fishguard. So let's find out which bit of Wales that Jess has lived in. Well, I didn't live in Fishguard, but it wasn't a million miles away. Right, so there's my initial guess. In there. Any road names or anything? Nothing so far. What's this green sign say? I couldn't read it. Probably like strawberries for sale or something. Lower Moor Nursery. Yeah, not helpful. Okay, this probably have the name of the... No, it doesn't. Wine Isav. Lower Moor. Lower Town. Sounds about right, probably. Bed and breakfast? Did we see a bed and breakfast? I'm going to go back to the start and go the opposite way because that way wasn't helpful. Let's see if there's a road sign or something. A Fagwer. Run! Saint Justinian, 1 and a bit miles. You feel like that would jump out at you, really. A Skullbrog wine. That's probably something to do with a lower wine. But nope, not helpful yet. Bishop's Palace. Cathedral. They definitely weren't there. I think we should close guesses. Yeah, okay. Yeah, okay. Well, 2 minutes to close guesses. I'll give you a 2-minute warning. I guess that means he's found the place. Or perceives to have found the place. Big hill. Two minutes to close guesses, then about half an hour to find it. So you understand how this works. About time. About time you got it. Get out of the way, map. Let's go back up the hill. Through this tiny village. Goat Street. Okay, guesses are closed. That's a square looking place. Right under the wire. Did you get one in? Oh yeah. Just got one in. And 2 minutes now for Jez. Yep. Yep. Yeah, I'm going to say it's somewhere in here. Myself. Unless I find anything massively obvious. Pebbles Yard Gallery. Like, if I go over here, am I going to get to the... Come on, go! Why aren't you driving? You stupid thing. Don't you know that time is of the essence? I walk past the wall. Fishguard is that way. Haverfordwest is that way. Where's Haverfordwest? It's over this way. Isn't it? No, it's closer to that way. Yeah, I'm fine with that. Nunn Street. I haven't seen that. So that will do. 15 miles. And Harmstone knew where it was. St. David's. Fair enough. I've been to St. David's. Didn't recognise it. Ah, St. Justinian's. Yeah. And I didn't know there was an island there. Did not know there was a little island there. Oh, there's one there as well. Skomer Island. Stockholm. Sorry, Stockholm. Didn't really explore that very much. I suppose Fishguard's probably the best way of getting to Ireland, isn't it? From, yeah, to Rosslare on the ferry. You got distracted by Fishguard. Yeah, I did. I mean, that's not very far apart. Well, it's 20, 25 miles away, basically. Round 2. Onwards. There you go. Initial guesses. Ah. Drem. That doesn't help. That should be the greatest clue of all time. But that doesn't help. National Museum of Flight. Okay, I'm going to say it's Scotland. East Fortune, East Linton, Durliton. Oh yeah, there's a thistle or whatever. So somewhere Scottish. Where is the National Museum of Flight? No idea. I don't know where Drem is. Athol Saniford Flag Heritage Centre. Close the guesses. You would say that. I'm going to deliberately take extra time now. Just to wind you up. Never been to Scotland. I know where Drem is. What a shock! I am shocked with the revelation that you know where Drem is. I'll give you a clue. No, you won't. You'll say words. There's a train station there. Yeah, there you go. Nailed it. Saying words. It's near Rum. Right. I was helpful. Yeah. Yes. Yes, you were. If you need him taken out, make the sound of a dying giraffe. I wonder what happens if you time him out while he's trying to guess. We don't want to go down this country road. Let's return home. And go the other way instead. He did it. Bluffs were called this day, as he was timed out for 1 second. Right, there's another sign. New Main's Athol Saniford. You can still whisper to Jezbot. Yeah, that's true. So it's actually... Well, you were only timed out for 1 second. So what you're saying is I need to block you with Jezbot. Is that it? But it deletes everything I've typed today. Yeah. Yeah. Still on the stream though, so it doesn't really matter. Oh, we've got a town name here. It's going to be Dram, isn't it? Drem. Great. Thanks. Thanks for that. I don't know where Drem is. I need a more clue than that. Time to hurry up and guess me, thanks. If I could remember how the tune went for that song, Tamsin, I would sing it, but I don't, so I won't. I'm not going to find anything though, am I? I can do that one. Sweet dreams are made of these. Who am I to disagree? I've traveled the world and the Hebrides. Everybody's looking for where the fuck Drem is. That's what they're looking for. It is in mainland UK. Thanks. Do you know, I think what you do, Harmstone, is there's a phrase for it that I'm about to coin. It's called weaponized helpfulness. Weaponized helpfulness. Copyright Jez 2021. Haddington, Chester's Hill Fort, historic Scotland. Well, at least that confirms it's Scotland. Right, where's Chester's Hill Fort? If I zoom in and just shimmy around, surely I'll be able to find this Chester's Hill Fort thing. Down a bit. I'll listen to Tamsin. I am ignoring him, don't you worry. That's my default. Down a bit. Oh, where'd it go? Where the fuck have we got now? Right. There. Down, you were right on it. Down here. Right. Faladam, which is a bit like Famalam. Faladam. Up a bit. What? So like on the lower side of the water. Zoom. That was a lot of effort for that. Oh, honestly, I have no idea. Just lock in. I think I'm just going to lock in a guess. Yeah, yeah. It's getting a bit ridiculous now. There. How can I have passed it and not seen it? I haven't spotted it. Are we even in Scotland? Right now. Yeah, we must be. Honestly, why can't I see this? Drem! Fuck me. Right. By the train station, yeah? I'm closing guesses. By the train station. Why have we zoomed out? Mate, I'm as disappointed as you are, if not more so. There, I'm gonna say. Christ, I didn't change the things. 97 yards. Yeah, suck it, Harmstone. 1 meter closer. And yes, I will put £1 in the jar for that. Not Scotland, please, GeoGuessr. Round 3. Weren't we? I'm sure we were here the other day. It's one of the Norfolky ones. Scotland. Could be Scotland. Nah, it's too green, too bright green instead of that dull green that comes from being very, very wet. Is this bin a clue? No, 'tis a plain bin, or at least a rubbed off bin. Or maybe Hungary. Hey, that's my house! Welcome, Wolfie. I posit that we are in the south, but not the south that you are familiar with. It is too sunny for the north, that's true. Yeah, I can say that, so can I, because I'm massively derogatory. Took us ages to get past that house. Right. Still no clues, other than it's farmy. Must be nice. What, being massively derogatory? No, having that big a house, yeah. Yeah, God knows what it costs. This road, come on. Civilization. This is just like Farmville. Right, we're getting to an estate, kind of. No. It's an isolated house in the middle of nowhere. Oh, can we? No, we can't. Let's see what's on the recycling bin. No. Not helpful. Rectangular hay bales. Wales. It's too bright green for Wales, same as Scotland. What's this sign say? Why you blur it? I swear, if it is Wales. I mean, it would have been a coincidence if the Google van had have gone through on the one day a year when it's sunny. I mean, this does look more Wales now because it's wet and overcast and blur. Oops, sunny again. Inkpen, Templeton, Kintbury, Sanham Green. Person riding a bike. That doesn't help me other than to say England. It doesn't appear we're going any further down this road. That's better. At least we did finally get some road signs. We're not going any further down this road, are we? It's not me. The way I... That's better. That's better. Across a cattle grid, which suggests we might be returning to some kind of civilized world. Hungerford. I've heard that name. Where's Hungerford? Armstone knows. That is a name I'm vaguely familiar with, Hungerford. Armstone's had an educated guess in the right area. Yeah, okay. It's near Wantage, wherever that is. When I see a sign, it says Hungerford and Wantage on the same sign. Do I know where that is? No, but I have seen that sign. Back to it. Do 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 do. It's very flat. Crossroads. Might be able to see this sign a bit better. Zooming back out. There we go. Hungerford, Kintbury, ink pen. Let's go towards Hungerford. Zimbabwe, yes. Definitely. Oh, we can't go that way, can we? No. Can we go any way? Any direction, or... Oh my god, it won't let us go that way. What if I click right in the distance? Just over there. No, it won't let us go that way. I guess we're going this way. Being weird. Yorkshire. Could be. I think it's more likely to be south, though. Birmingham. Could be Uganda. Good evening, Any Button Gaming. How you doing? Do you know where Hungerford is? Grazing cattle can damage your car. It's India. They care about the cows. It could be Berkshire. Lower Denford. I know where Wantage is. Where's Wantage then? Because I'm pretty sure they're near each other. Hungerford is where they hold the games. What? The Hunger Games. Yeah, it's where they have battle royales on a river that crosses a road. Hungerford. Bit like the Hunger Games. It's a secret. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Well, we're back here. I went the wrong way. Shit. I think me and sat times are pretty certain, so 2 minutes. That's not how this works. That's not how this works. It's when I'm fairly certain I close the guesses. Or at least in the ballpark. Revolution! What's this place? Looks interesting. Oh, it's just very ornate things to an entranceway to a very small property. Maybe in the middle or lower right. It's in the lower middle. Yeah, so Berkshire was kind of right. Ack nom nom. It's a shame that you... Oh, there's Wantage. It's a shame that you have got a great name for a bot. Right, there's Wantage. Is Hungerford anywhere near, or have I made it up? There you go. That's why I've seen it. It's on the M4, obviously. If everyone could stop helping him, that'd be great. So it's going to be in this mass of stuff somewhere. Don't worry, Harmstone. I'm going to beat you by a kilometre again, same as last time. He is there now. I mean, this is Wantage, but that's not where we are. Closer to Swindon? I'm still not seeing any of those other town names that we saw either. But, you know, if we can't find it soon, I will just guess Wantage because I literally have nothing else. An educated guess is probably better than an uneducated guess, though, so... But you can join in too. People have just joined. Anybutton Gaming. !CG brings up the map, and you can have a little guess for your own. Wolfie, same for you. Mine to stab between a couple of the names that have come up. Okay. Well, the fact that you didn't want to tell me where Wantage was suggests that it is about... Do what? Guess! Guess where we are, if you like. Lockinge. See Kintbury there, can you? Straight down. Oh yeah. Ink pen Kintbury. Alright, cool. Right, I'll go back to the beginning. 2-minute warning. For your benefit, I'm going to guess here, so. For your benefit, 2-minute warning. But here's where I'm guessing. That'll do me, I think. I'm doing stuff for the charity event, but listening. No worries. There are lots of farms about. Oh yeah, the White Hart. That was something that they advertised. Let's go here then, instead. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 3.5 miles. And I beat Harmstone. I don't mind Tamsin beating me. Much the same reasons. But I beat you, Harmstone. By a kilometre. Again. So, where actually was it? At the end of a little cul-de-sac area. It was 1 metre last time, yeah. Getting better. So next time it's going to be 10 kilometres. So actually, so where is Hungerford then? Still never find it. Ah, whatever. Round 4. Nobody feels competitive with me. Should I be insulted? No. Should we speed round the last one? Okay. Yeah, we should. Okay, so where are we now? It's 51. Guessing at 55. Okay, let's go. What's this sign say? Oh, no, don't do that. Oh, no, where are we? Oh, Postwick. Don't know where that is. Green sign, green sign. Can we just get up to this sign? Right, Norwich. Norwich North, Norwich East. Do 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 do. Something Wick. What Wick was it? Postwick. Postwick. I'm gonna go there. Get your guess in, Tamsin. I'm locking it in. Okay, let's go. Boom! If I'd have looked a bit closer, I'd have come closer to this roundabout. I'm like on the entrance to Postwick. I'm gonna just choose the wrong road entrance to Postwick. Round 5. Okay, so the deadline for this is 10:58, so 5 minutes. This is going to be significantly more challenging, I think. But it looks like we got C over there. Is that the Severn Bridge? No, it's a wind farm. Never mind. Off we go. If it's one of those stupid Scottish islands again, I swear. Definitely looks like an island. Oh, and we can't go any further inland. Or not inland. The opposite of inland. Let's go back to the start. Which way did we go? Oh wait, let's go this way this time. See how big this place is. But you got C on that side, C on that side. This is a small island. It appears. So we're just going to have to follow it. I've just seen a clue. Well, there. You and I have very different definitions of clue. I'll tell you at 22:58. Oh, here we go again. It's freaking passing places. It is going to be the same Scottish island group we were in earlier. And that's what I saw. Is it? We're like, only this stupid Scottish island group has these stupid passing places. I'm going to be in the right kind of area, I guess. Is there something on this sign? No, don't blur the sign, you... No, you... Ugh, so rude. Airfield. Airfield. Can we go to it? Can we go to the airfield? No, let me go to the airfield now. Thank you. Right. Surely the airfield's got a name on it. What's the time? 2 minutes. I hate the blurred signs too. It's just so pointless. Why would you do that? Considering you just need to go a bit further along and then you can read it anyway. So what do you accomplish by blurring the signs? I feel like we're going into the sea. I don't think there is an airfield. It's a lie. We're just getting in the sea. I hate these blurred signs. See, we did that. Eventually. Took me a while, but I got there. I know you want it. This is the airfield, is it? No smoking, no vehicles permitted beyond this point. No signs, apparently, either. Won't you come with me? We're gonna walk in the sea. Won't you come with me? Running out of road, you see. If you're really, really walking and you don't know how to stop, then come along with me and walk in the sea. I don't think there's an airfield. Oh! Cow! 1 minute, Jez. Yeah, I know. This isn't helpful. We've reached a farm. Okay. Okay. Tiny island. It's not very big. Same kind of area. With an airfield. One with an airfield. How many airfields can there be? What's that? Museum. Isle of Sheppey. We had one like this earlier. And it was up here. So I'm just looking for an airfield. To be honest. In these Scottish islands. This is roughly where we were last time. I'm pretty sure it's up here. Close it. Oh, Wolfie got a guess in. Right, I'm going to go with a small island. I'm just going to go with this one. Locking it in. You were 15 miles. Harmstone wins. He was in the right kind of place. Stonestay Airport. There you go. There we go. Very nice. Where did you guess, Wolfie? 115 kilometers away. Where did you guess? In the sea. Oh no, tiny island. Ham. Hey, you got Ham here. Not as good as... Where is it? It's here somewhere. Can't find it now. I was going to guess twat as a protest vote. I was looking for rum. Where's rum? I don't remember where rum is. Where's rum? Can't remember. Spoiled my own joke. Whatever. Let's have a look at the summary. In the cabinet. In my belly. Let's look at the breakdown. Harmstone wins. You deserve that one, to be fair. You pretty much knew where we were every time. And that's a nice, neat little game, isn't it, really? Covering all areas. It's pretty neat. Quite like that. Okie dokie. Here concludes the GeoGuessing. I would quite like to drop a little raid to someone, so if you'll indulge me long enough to raid and then have yourself a good night, that would be nice. Let's go and see Caffeine Daydream. Caffeine Daydream. Don't forget the bins. Yeah. It's too late now. That's Keris's job in the morning. Lol. To be fair, it's become her job because she manages to get up and go without me even getting out of bed on a Thursday now because she takes the car. So that's inadvertently become her job, which is good because I've done it for the last 18 years of our relationship. It's about time she chipped in, to be honest. Hopefully she doesn't watch this. Good night, everybody. Thank you very much for coming. Here is what you can find from me for the rest of this week. Don't get me started on Friday. That's on Always Be Chatting's channel at 9. And then it's double effing race show this weekend, Saturday and Sunday. Watch this space. I haven't got Reese, and I may not have Duff on Saturday. So if that's the case, I will not do Saturday. I was thinking of Caucasian Sensation. Yeah, we haven't seen him for a while, but no, Caffeine Daydream is cool. So if you are staying up a bit longer, do hang around with him. And I will see you next time. Thanks for coming, everyone. GG's. No!